All right, man. It's your boy Vigilante Styles. I'm here in my Vigilante studio here in Atlanta, Georgia. We're gonna get going on this. So I figure you might find this one very interesting. I'm mixing a song, it's not one of mine. Oh, by the way, if you guys like my music, like my new stuff, that's what's up, man. I appreciate you guys. I mix it with the Focusrite, which is what I'm going to be using today. So, looking at this, obviously we're mixing to a 2-track beat, right? And I got the vocals and everything. I haven't even really set up the session, but I figured you guys probably want to be here for that. So first thing I want to do, I'm never happy with like a mastered beat already, but I can see that this one has a lot of dynamics, which is a good thing. But obviously we just only have a 2-track beat and it was an MP3. Well, that sucks, doesn't it? That's okay. We can work with it. Here's how we're going to work with it. I don't know if you can see this part of everything, but I'm going to go extract stems from sample. And we're going to get everything, right? I don't think there's vocals in it, but I want to separate it anyway. All right, here, let's go. Let's do it. So while it's doing that, the song is called like Reasons or Reason Why We Drive Home, Reason Why I Drive Home, or something like that. But the name of the artist is Eboe Realzz, right? So E-B, like boy, O-E, Realzz, R-E-A-L-Z-Z, 2 Z's. Check him out. But you'll be able to hear what I do here in mixing this. Mix this record for my buddy. So it's almost done. Good thing I have a gaming PC, man. This thing would have taken forever on something else. All right, so saving the stems. Boom, here we go. So the original, we're gonna get rid of the original track because there's no need to have that. Okay, so we'll just kill that. It's MP3 right here. Boop. Okay, so now we only have the beat now. Now these things, I don't believe they are assigned. Oh, they're assigned to track 3. They are, but we'll leave like the drums on track 3. I want the bass on a different track. We want obviously the instruments on another track, and we're gonna want whatever that is. I guess it's probably like vocal tags and stuff. Separate track. All right, so now we're cooking with grease. Let's find out what's on each. I think this might be an intro right here or something. Let's try to determine that. What do we have? Voice track 5. Because I want to organize the session. Here we go. Let's start it. Actually, let me save this. Start.
Beat. She said, take it or leave it. Told her I'd take it and take you there.
See, the vocals sound really good already. Was this like a verse 1 or something?
She said, take it or leave it.
An intro or something. We'll call it intro. Oh, my chair. You hear that squeaky ass chair I have? Jesus. Oh my god. Let me tell you. Alright. Let me turn my volume up here. Boom. You guys hear that? Bet you did.
She said, take it or leave it. Told her I'd take it and take you there. I said, hop up inside.
Okay, so the vocals sound pretty good. I don't know what kind of processing I'm gonna need to do to it yet, but let's work on the beat now. beat parts of things here. Really It's kind of grainy on the top, but I'm going to leave that because you got to consider that it's been separated from other instruments, so a lot of that information is going to come back as I bring in the other tracks. To the bass now. We have things clipping and stuff, so I'll throw a limiter on the master bus for now. I guess there is like a vocal chop or something here. Let's hear what that sounds like. Oh fuck. Maybe it's back here. I'm looking at the wrong shit. What am I doing here? Probably just back here is his vocal tag on it.
Xavier on the beat.
Well, you gotta mix that, and I want that in there, right?
Xavier on the beat. 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 Xavier on the beat.
Well, see that I took the original MP3 instrumental, and by separating it out, running it through the Focusrite, giving it a little bit more power, a little bit more processing. Really, it was a lot of corrective stuff, but shit sounds pretty nice now. All right, so let's get into the first track we have over here.
Told her I'd take it and take you there. I said hop up inside and push that box to the side, and then I tried my best to show that I didn't care.
It sounds really good already. I don't want to do too much.
She said take it or leave it. Told her I'd take it and take you there. I said hop up inside and push that box to the side, and then I tried my best to show that I didn't care. And then I put the car in drive and I looked by my side, and then I see you smiling. She said take it or leave it. Told her I'd take it and take you there. And I tried my best to show that I didn't care. And then I put the car in drive and I looked by my side, and then I see you smiling. She said take it or leave it. Told her I'd take it and take you there. I said hop up inside and push that box. And then I put the car in drive and I looked by my side, and then I see you smiling. She said take it or leave it.
It's like an effect here.
I see you smiling. I see you smiling. I see you smiling.
Alright, so it's like I want to say like intro effects. Or is it only on the intro? Let me take a look. Yeah, it is. Oh, look, intro effects. Okay.
I see you smiling. 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 I see you smiling.
I don't know if he's gonna give me creative what do you call it, control here on this, but I'd like to hear that those effects wrap around me a little.
I see you smiling. I see you smiling.
Alright, save that. Let's go back here, take a look at.
Thinking this could be the reason we drive home. Girl, I hope that you don't mind. Tell me what you're thinking. This could be the reason we drive home. Tell me what you're thinking. This could be the reason we drive home.
Alright. Let's go with this one first. It's a stronger sounding vocal track here. We're. Is this like the hook? Yeah, it's like a hook, I think. Alright, looks like a hook. So actually that's not the back, because that's the backing vocal for the hook. So hook, BK for backing, right? So the main hook is, this is hook main then. Split hook. Go to color.
Tell me what you're thinking. This could be the reason we drive home. Girl, I hope that you don't mind.
Artifacts in it to deal with.
Tell me what you're thinking. This could be the reason. Tell me what you're thinking, this could be the reason we drive home. Tell me what you're thinking, this could be the reason we drive home. Girl, I hope that you... Tell me what you're thinking, this could be the reason we drive home. Tell me what you're thinking, this could be the reason we drive home. Tell me what you're thinking, this could be the reason we drive home. Tell me what you're thinking, this could be the reason we drive home. Girl, I hope that you don't mind. I keep looking in those eyes. Go through any stop sign if you told me goodbye, knowing damn well you won't leave me alone. Hate to break it to you, but I'm gonna be loving you forever.
Do I need to put this on a vocal bus? Do I? I might.
Girl, I hope that you don't mind. I keep looking in those eyes. Through any stop sign if you told me goodbye, knowing damn well you won't leave me alone. Hate to break it to you. And girl, I hope that you don't mind. I keep looking in those eyes. Through any and girl, I hope that you don't mind. I keep looking in those eyes. Through any stop. Girl, I hope that you don't mind. I keep looking in those eyes. Through any stop sign if you told me goodbye, no. And girl, I hope that you don't mind. I keep looking in those eyes. Through any stop sign if you told me goodbye, knowing damn well you won't leave me alone. Hate to break it to you, but I'm gonna be loving you forever.
It's interesting. You know what I think would sound good with that? You already know me, right? I love the stereo shaper. Let's shape it. I want to hear it envelop.
Girl, I hope that you don't mind. I keep looking in those eyes. Through any stop sign if you told me goodbye, knowing damn well you won't leave me alone. Hate to break it to you, but I'm gonna be loving you forever.
So that's kind of like a phony vox right there. Yeah. So to be processed a little differently. To me, it sounded pretty good on its own, but I'll have to hear it all in context, but I want to. This is just my first pass, really.
Turning on. Baby, let's run away. Turning on. They don't wanna go home. 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 Turning on. They don't. Turning on. They don't wanna go home. Turning on. They don't wanna go home. Turning on. They don't wanna go home. No. Baby, let's run away.
Here we have this one, another vocal track.
Gonna be with you for life.
I'll just phone vox. call it 2. This one was from box 1. There's others. I don't know. There's another hook track, I guess. Oh, that was the BS drums. I'm gonna like something. Bass. Sounds, just instruments basically. Tag. There, now everything's a little bit more organized. Starting to look a little better. Gotta process this one.
Gonna be with you for life, baby.
It sounds good already, man, but yeah, give it character. Go.
Gonna be with you for life, baby. You know I done told you. Tell me what you're thinking. Gonna be with you for life, baby. You know I done told you. Tell me what you're thinking. This could be the reason we drive home. Girl, I hope that you go.
Let's organize this a little more. I mean, it's only 12 tracks, but you gotta take a complex problem, you gotta simplify it. So we'll start with drums. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna make a drum and bass bus. So we'll just call it DB, right? It's drums and bass.
Gonna be with you for.
Alright, so the bass to bus as well.
Gonna be with you for.
And then sounds. Just give them their bus, make it easier, just control it there. I'll put that tag in there too, because it's just part of the beat. Alright, and then everything else of the vocals, just work from left to right. All vocals will go into a vocal bus. Alright, and let's go back to this. So all vocals go to the vocal bus. Drums, hook 4. The backing, the main intro FX. That was still vocal related stuff. Intro is also vocals. Sony Vox 2. Vocals, of course. Alright, so now everything's organized. Call it vocals, or Vox. Let's call it Vox. So I'm just making sure everything's routed to the buses. Yeah. Am I going to do bus processing? I don't know yet. I don't know, man. We'll find out.
Gonna be with you for life, baby. You know I done told you. Tell me what you're thinking. This could be the reason we drive home.
I think the drums are hitting a little hard.
Gonna be with you for life, baby. You know I done told you. Tell me what you're thinking. This could be the reason we drive home. Girl, I hope that you don't mind.
That's pretty good. I'm just deciding, thinking. Let me save this. Get some water. Do I want to compress this bus? Do I? If I do, it's going to be very subtle. Let me put a just put an LA2A on that bus. Let's see what it does. Oversampling like that. reason why I wanted to put an LA2A on this is because I want to see if it can kind of squash out some of that sizzle, that crunchy shit. Because when you separate tracks, separate them, you can get graininess on the top end. So I'm just trying to see if I can control that a little. Man, that sounds pretty good. It's hard to judge, like, it's kind of hard to judge if the ducking we're hearing is compression or not, because these are not individual sounds. So in context with the drums, I'll be able to hear it a little bit more in context. Vocals.
Gonna be with you for life, baby. You know I done told you. Tell me what you're thinking. This could be the reason we drop.
You hear all that graininess? Yeah, let's see if we can tame that shit. I just fucked up fucking FL Studio by doing that. Alright, so I gotta reboot the session here. Stay with me. Hold on a second. Still here, right? Yeah. Let me reboot the session. Don't worry, man. Got this. Let's put it all back in. Alright. Nice soft little reboot. I think we're back in business, are we? Wherever the backing vocals are.
She said take it or leave it. Told her I'd take it and take you there. I said hop up inside and push that box aside. And then I tried my best to show that I didn't care. And then I put the car in drive and I looked by my side. And then I see you smiling. Tell me what you're thinking. This could be the reason we drive home. Girl, I hope that you don't mind. I keep looking in those eyes. Look through any stop sign. If you told me goodbye, knowing now you're thinking. This could be the reason we drive home. Girl, I hope that you don't mind. I keep looking in those eyes. Look through any stop signs. If you told me goodbye, knowing damn well you won't remain long. Look into you, but I don't be loving you.
Let's take it to the next level right here. Let's bring this down. Yeah, gonna gain stage that. All right. So now we're just gonna master in the mix, right? So it's done because I don't do master bus processing, so anything on the master bus is really mastering. Here we go.
She said take it or leave it. Told her I'd take it and tell me what you think.
Look at that. Oh man. Did you see that? Gotta put a limiter on that.
Tell me what you're thinking. This could be the reason we drive home. Girl, I hope that you don't mind. I keep looking in those eyes. Look through any stop sign. If you told me goodbye, knowing damn well you won't remain long. Look into you, but I don't be loving you. Tell me what you're thinking. This could be the reason we drive home. Girl, I hope that you don't mind. I keep looking in those eyes. Look through any stop sign. If you told me goodbye, knowing damn well you won't remain long. Look into you, but don't be loving you. Tell me what you're thinking. This could be the reason we drive home. Girl, I hope that you don't mind. I keep looking in those eyes. Look through any stop sign. If you told me goodbye, knowing damn well you won't remain long. Look into you, but I don't be loving you. Baby, let's hit the road. These wheels keep turning on. They don't wanna go home. No. Baby, let's run away. We dream to get away. Right here we stay. Your hands up on my shoulder, burning out like supernovas. Gonna be with you for life, baby. You know I done told you. Gonna be with you for life, baby. You know I done told you. Tell me what you're thinking. This could be the reason we drive home. Girl, I hope that you don't mind. I keep looking in those eyes. Look through any stop sign. If you told me goodbye, knowing damn well you won't remain long. Look into you, but I don't be loving you. Don't be loving you.
Oh man, I think I did an all right job with this. You know, the beat really is where a lot of the issues were. This is why you guys gotta get track outs. Really do. get the stems, tracks really, because stems is really like what we do on the bus. Those are actual stems there, but you get the tracks, and the reason why is because mixing is difficult without it, you know. So it was a good sounding beat. I mean, I could have just not done it this way, but I wanted more control. I wanted more control over the balance of the instruments, the drums going toward the vocals. I really wanted more control over that. At the same time, I'm also like removing harshness. So from the graininess and stuff, you know, I'm trying to control that graininess and remove the harshness. I noticed when I started compressing the vocals, and I only did a touch of compression, but it was enough where it started to bring up, kind of made things harsh. I could have backed off on that, maybe, I don't know, but instead I decided to control it via EQ. And I think it sounds okay. Like, I think I did a good job. And of course, yeah, we had to use a secondary compressor once we routed things to buses. I don't always do bus processing, but I kind of just felt in this situation, it's situational, basically. In this case, the situation warranted it. We have a lot of vocal tracks, and probably they needed, on top of individual treatment, they probably needed some bus compression. And in this case, I just used the LA2A to get it. The and I just used the same compressor for everything, you know, for drum sounds because I wanted a very like subtle, transparent compression. I didn't want to like slam shit. I just didn't want to do that. Master bus stuff normally clean. I did my mastering. This is not just a mix. This is I did a master too just now. And you know, I got rid of frequencies below 20K and 18 kilohertz. Just no point in having that garbage. I did 7-band compression. No, sorry, not compression. The 7-band EQ on the master. But I processed through Masterdesk first. And, you know, turn the foundation knob just a little bit to the right, took away some of the brightness, boosted a little bit of the bass, gave it more of a bass boost here, a little mid range boost. Had to cut a lot of top once again. The de-esser cranked all the way up because I just really am fighting the harshness, you know. I hate digital harshness. I do. You can tell that I hate it a lot. So I'm always cranking de-essers and stuff. I gave it some THD bump, you know, give it a little bit more analog-y flavor. And then overall, I still had to do like a more surgical EQ here. This is all very subtle too. I'm not dropping a ton of dB. Like this is a heavy cut here, and it's one like what is it, about 3 dB or so. This boost here was kind of a heavy 40 hertz boost, which once again is about like 2 decibels or so. So everything else, I mean, you're talking a fraction of a decibel. There's none of this like shit you see other guys do with like these very like tiny little cuts and stuff. Like there's no need for that. I do broad boosts and cuts is better. Um, this song is very good. So for one, I really love the singing on it is amazing. This guy's got a great voice. Good beat selection. The beat was nice. It's just too bad he didn't have the tracks because I could have really made this into a solid production if I had the individual tracks. Like this would have been like he could put this on the radio or something, you know. But nevertheless, I think it's got good flavor. It has more of a natural sound quality to it. As so, I kind of took the digital flatness and the you know sterility and gave it some character, gave it some vibe. to go along with it, and I think it's really good sounding. No tape emulation. There's just no need for that junk. I mean, I like it when it's done right, and I love the sound of real tape, but we don't. I feel like tape emulations are kind of garbage, most of them. Yeah. Well, I mean by most of them, all of them. Well, now there's a thing for plugin developers to pay attention to. The main thing is when you're doing analog emulations, when they're creating these plugins and stuff, they need to really not just A/B some really clean sounding shit. They need to A/B something that just sucks, you know? And what I mean by that, and I'm not, the song is wonderful. I'm not saying that. I'm talking about something that has like shit sound quality, right? Like go grab some trap drums, that were made in some dude's, FL Studio thing or whatever, with some like sub quality, just garbage sounding drums with, you know, and then run that through. Like when they do that, when they try to do like, oh, we're going to compare to the console kind of thing, run the trash tracks through the console and then run it through the plugin. So do how they normally do to create the plugin, but that's how you would like A/B it to be sure that no matter what material you're running through it, it's gonna really capture the console's character. Because I mean, I don't know. I've never worked on Focusrite console. They've only made 10 in the world. Chances of me ever working on a real one is like, I'm better off playing the lottery. So I mean, you know what I'm saying? But I love the sound of the plugin, which means I probably like the sound of the desk too, the console itself. And I'm pretty sure that Brainworx made a pretty accurate version of it. I mean, they're good with the SSL ones too. So I mean, I figure they did a good job with this. But again, here's the main reason why I use this is the de-esser. Like I'm abusing the de-esser. Sure, I can put de-esser plugins on, but I don't know. I like to be able to turn on that listen and just listen to isolate it, and then just kind of turn a knob. And I like having it like workflow wise right on my channel strip. Like I get it right. I can have fat filter or whatever the hell, but I don't feel like it. I like it all right here, right? Oh, I grab another EQ plugin. I can grab whatever. But I like having all my shit right here and everything's easy. So I really dig this one, man. I've liked the Focusrite so much that I'm using it on my own album. So like if you listen to the last like 4 songs I made, like my actual songs, dude, every song is through the Focusrite. And let me tell you a dirty little secret about my vocals on that, because some people might go, well, your vocals kind of sound ass. Well, no one's really telling me that, but I'm worried that some people will. And I recorded my vocals on a phone, guys. I don't have an interface and a mic. I have this mic I talk to you guys on, but it sounds like ass when I record like my actual vocals through it, so I don't use it. So get that, right? I actually recorded my vocals on my phone, and then I processed it through Focusrite. Sounds good. Don't get me wrong though, like the reason why I didn't get like good mics and stuff is because I just kind of thought like I'm not gonna be rapping. But then I started rapping again, and I'm going, fuck man, maybe I should go buy the Focusrite bundle. Because I want to get the Scarlett interface, because when you put it in air mode, it's the same as, I don't know, it's an ISA thing or whatever, but it's right off the Focusrite console. So it's the actual preamp of the console. So I'm going, well, fuck, man, I want that. Apparently, it comes with a microphone and cable and all that other shit. So I'm like, man, I might want that. So that then when I do record vocals, it'll, and then mix it on the Focusrite, I basically have the console here. Like I'm recording into it and I'm mixing on it. Then that's better. That's better. You know what I'm saying? Then I really fucking want the real Focusrite, or about as close as I can to one. And this has become to be like my favorite console emulation. It really is. Because the main reason too is like every time I mix on this thing, dude, my mixes in the car fucking slap, dude. They do. They smack. And I'm going, bro. I like these other ones that smack too, but then there would always be some kind of other shit I didn't like about the beat, or about my mix. That wouldn't sound right in the car when I go, well. But with Focusrite, man, The mixes just slam all the way through in the car. The mid range is great. The top end's wonderful in the car. The kick drums are just, knocking your head off, which I like in the car. The bass is just, subby and rumbles, which is a nice thing in the car. Without like taking away the clarity and the detail of the mid range and the top end. So this thing is a banger. So I've been using it. So I know you guys are like, "What, Mix Bus 11, right? Aren't you gonna check that out?" Nope. No, and it's not Harrison's fault. I've just come to really not like the SSL sound too much anymore. It's too sterile for me. I mean, it's better than nothing. And then emulations of it are just kind of, I don't know, junk to me. I just don't. Like, I'm always. Like, you look at my old videos, I'm over here trying to do Dr. Dre's stuff and everything, and then I'll get an okay sound. I mean, it was cool. But I did some good mixes with some good quality tracks with some, like, the Waves version of the SSL plugins and whatnot. But overall, like, I really think the Focusrite is a banger. You talk about, I mean, we studied Servant. He just loves the metric halo channel. He does. Well, then this is my thing right here. I'm using the Focusrite channel strip. So boom, Focusrite Studio Console, man, for the win. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna render this track. I'm gonna send it over to Eboe Realzz. Remember to follow him, man, on everything that he's on, right? So Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, X, YouTube, you name it. Dude's he's a monster, man. He's great. He kind of does like a country fusion, thing. I think sometimes he does like an outright country song. Those are cool. But he's also doing like country fusion, so it's like fusion with pop or hip hop or whatever, or like trap or whatever. And then he'll actually do just like straight up rap music too, which he's beast there too, man. So I'm really glad and fortunate that I met him. Really really excited to be working with him. Um, Hopefully I can get him on like one of my beats or something. That would be awesome. And then hey, then we'll have the stems, all right? So anyway, it's your boy Vigilante Styles, man. If you guys like my videos, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I got tons of videos. I talk all ton of shit. Have at it. Anyway, and if you enjoyed the session, like I said, man, check out Eboe Realzz. Anyway, I'm out. Peace.